kind of waste a few minutes. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It's just 2 minutes. Anyways, we can extend our class time.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Really
Okay.
appreciate that.
Oh, actually, I was calling you on the other account.
Yes, I think I saw that on the phone, but I probably mute the phone, so I just discovered a few seconds ago.
Ah, okay. All right. Yeah. And then I tried to call you with this account.
Oh, great. Yeah, because I just
Yeah.
got, I think the other, I mean, the Microsoft system is a little bit tricky.
Okay.
They asked me to log in with my probably
Email address.
the Hotmail
Oh,
account, and
okay.
I maybe just mixed up the password.
Okay. Maybe you were using the password of the other account
Yeah.
unknowingly. Okay. Yes.
But it's okay now.
It's
Yeah.
okay now. Okay. Yeah, I thought you were busy.
Oh no, no problem.
Okay.
Of course, I should be ready for the class.
Yes, and how's your day so far?
I'm doing pretty good, and
Okay.
I'm sorry. Today I might not be able to talk too loud because I am in a study room in a library.
Oh, it's fine. Your voice is enough. Yeah, because
Okay, great.
it's just the same.
Mm,
It's just the same volume
okay,
like the last class. Okay.
okay, great.
You were about to say something a while ago, and then what was that?
No, no. Mm, no, I was just going to tell you that I'm in a library, in a study room of a library, so I cannot speak louder than usual. But if you can hear me well, then I think that's no problem.
Nakamute ka? May yaso! Yaso!
Hey, hi, Teacher Lester, are you still there?
Oh yeah, there's just someone outside, so you might hear the sound of our dog.
Oh, no, no problem.
Yes.
I actually did not hear anything.
Ah, okay, okay, that's fine. Yes. All right.
Mhm.
So, anyways, let's start. Ready?
Oh, yes,
Okay. So we're on topic two, business
topic.
English.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's about office
Yeah,
socialization.
oh, okay. So we already finished the first one, right?
Yes.
The first module. Oh, do you mind sending me the
Oh yeah, sure, sure, sure.
second
Okay.
Google Doc document? Thank you.
Yes. No worries. Okay. Did you get it?
Okay, yes, I'm
Oh,
opening it up.
yes. Okay.
Yes, okay, okay. I think it's okay now. It's
It's
done.
okay. So let's have the
Like the
paragraph.
unit two, right?
Yes, unit two.
Okay.
Office
Uh,
socialization.
Office socialization. Yeah, the office socialization chapter. Oh, should I read the sentence in the first page?
Oh yeah. So I think you did not review it. So for you to have idea what's about the paragraph.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Socialization chapter. Okay. In should I move on to page two, or just all right?
Page
Or I just
two.
start with yeah,
Would you like to
or page.
answer the questions?
Oh, okay. Then maybe I'll just read through the introduction first,
Okay.
and then all right. In the professional world, opinions can be dangerous. Holding a controversial opinion can damage your reputation. Stating an opinion that contradicts your boss's can leave you vulnerable. Voicing your opinion at the wrong time can make you appear foolish. The old adage attributed to Abraham Lincoln goes, "It's better to remain silent and to be thought a fool than to speak out and remove all doubt." In the real realm of business, that seems to be the truth. However, holding your opinions back can actually be more damaging than speaking them. In fact, opinions are what fuels momentum. All ideas, plans, and decisions begin and end with opinions, and if you consistently refrain from voicing yours, you'll be doing both your employer and your career a disservice.
The service. Okay. So,
Disservice.
yes, any questions about the words?
Just some words that I'm not very familiar with.
Okay.
That
Like,
is like the on the second line
yes.
till the end, the old adages attribute to Abraham Lincoln. What is adage?
Adage.
This one. Oh yeah, adage.
Yeah,
What is
that's
adage?
adage. When you say adage, it means a short statement. It can be a proverb expressing general truth. It's a kind of saying. When you say adage, it's a kind of saying, proverb, expression,
Okay,
or
I got it.
quotation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
All right.
so that's why, as the sentence says, the old adage attributed to Abraham Lincoln goes. Now, this is the proverb, which is adage. Okay, here. That
Okay.
is the adage. So, proverb, expressions, phrases, you can use the word adage to describe them. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Do you have an Do you have an adage? Like,
Adage.
yeah,
Does
it
it need
means
it needs to
proverb.
be?
It means proverb.
Oh, it's kind of like
Chinese or English?
because in Chinese, yeah, because in Chinese, we say that you need to have some very good quotations or proverbs for you, maybe are suitable for you to encourage you or to encourage yourself. Like for someone is lazy, then he might need a proverb that work harder and gain more, something like that.
Gain more.
So I don't,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, adage are old saying like that. You can also say old saying or sentences that has deep meaning. Okay, so that's why I just ask you. All right, let me show you my adage. Here. Yeah. Kickstart.
Kickstart. Oh, okay. Not all. Visible with face. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is my adage.
Yeah. When you say that's your adage, means that it's some proverb that you keep in mind all the time
Yes, it's something that
to
you
remind
believe.
yourself.
Yeah, reminders or something that you hold as inspiration, motivation, encouragement whenever you feel down
So,
or it happens this way.
I just Google translate a Chinese term that is translated into English is motto.
Yeah,
Is that
motto.
something or maxim? Motto or maxim? It's
Motto, yes, are
something.
saying yourself.
Yeah.
These are your saying. Unless you have your own. But
Mm.
mottos are also saying, expressions that you believe.
Oh, but not really someone who is a very famous person say that, right?
Yes, so it can be an old saying, it can be a present saying, it can be your own saying. So as long as it has a deep meaning, okay, it only
Okay.
becomes an adage because as the word age, it means old
Mm.
sentence that we keep
Yes.
or still believing up until now. Okay,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yes, alright.
I see.
Yeah, actually this adage that I put here was in a movie. I'm not really sure. I was just in high school back then. That's why I can say this
Okay.
is an adage because I'm not really sure where did it originated or who's the person. But I just heard it from a line in the movie, and then I wrote it on a piece of paper,
Okay.
and
I think
then
I believe. Yeah. I
yes,
believe this adage must be mm, will probably be found in many movies
movies,
because
books,
many
yes,
yeah books will
books,
of course and I truly believe that some I mean of course we need to use our mind and heart to feel things not only by our eyes.
yeah. Depending on the experience you have had in your life, to consider an adage to be your favorite one, like that.
Mm.
Okay, so that's why I chose
Okay.
this. Yeah, it became really my adage or proverb or saying because you know
Mhm.
what, nowadays you don't really know what's real, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays in our
You mean
world,
for the
the
pandemic?
yes, pandemic or
You mean lots
anything
of people?
since yeah since
Mhm.
like let's say I'm not really sure what year. However, the recent years has been so different unlike before. So that's why you can't really you wouldn't know what's real or what's not,
Mhm.
especially about government and so on.
Yeah.
So that's why it says sometimes it only depends on, or you
Yeah.
only see it based on how you believe, how high is your faith, like that, and so on. Alright?
So do you think the pandemic influence you uh, by how large, by how much,
Just me,
or maybe your family or your
my
friends,
family.
and
Well, actually, there's
in general?
no, yeah, in general, if you're
Mhm.
asking about my family, we're just doing fine. I don't really have any complaints. But actually, my complaints are just about what's happening outside, what's happening to other people. Because
Okay.
I pity
Yeah.
them. I sometimes get angry, annoyed, irritated, or so on, because you know, in my status is doing fine, but most people, and there
Hmm.
are more people who are not really doing fine. And then you would hear from the
I believe so.
news, yeah, that there's corruption happening in such government offices. Corruption,
Yes, I heard from some other
and then
people
yes,
or
and then the money that's supposed to be given to those who has nothing because of the pandemic are not being given, and then they need to fall in
okay.
line to the offices for days. Sometimes within 2 days they won't have the money which is supposed to be for them, and then they go back again the next time. So imagine you go back, you travel without money, without food, right? And then it takes days,
Mm,
and then it's not safe because
that sounds very.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my part. Okay. Can you please say the word, Miss Jeanette? Pandemic.
Mm-hmm. Pandemic.
One more time.
Pandemic.
Okay.
Pandemic.
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 Yes, I cannot hear N sound. I can only hear pandemic. So it should be pandemic.
Oh,
Pandemic.
Oh,
Yes.
pandemic.
Yes. So N sound. I
Pandemic.
didn't hear it. Okay.
Mm,
Okay.
okay.
So your answer. Do you often ask questions in a meeting or office discussion? Oh, by the
Mm,
way, do you have your adage, or would you
I
like to answer number one
I
question?
I can answer both.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll answer the first one.
Okay.
At age, I was just trying to maybe to recall one of the adage from the a movie that's an Italian movie
Okay.
called Life is Beautiful.
Life is beautiful. Okay. And
Ah,
then,
yeah, and think I think I think the adage in that movie is life is beautiful.
okay. Life is beautiful. Okay.
I yeah, maybe you could find that in your country too. I think I think I saw this I watched this movie many years ago, but I
Okay.
still think it's one of the best movies I've watched.
Okay.
And
What did
and
it, how did it describe
mhm.
that life is beautiful in the movie?
It actually talks about the uh, how to say a Jewish people that is by in kind of impressed by not impressed kind of being uh, not treated well by German people,
Okay.
Germany,
Yes.
and the actor, the main actor of the movie is of course a Jewish,
Jewish. Okay.
and yeah, and his wife and also his son. They only have one son. They are all also Jewish,
Okay.
and they are in a I mean they are of course in a period of time that is not very friendly to Jewish people, and they may be sent to the how to call that a camp.
Yeah. Camp. Okay.
Yeah, they
Or
maybe sent to a camp and to do many hard work, or even to be tortured to death.
tortured. Okay.
However, because he don't want his little boy to feel that the life and the world is very scary,
Yes.
so even in that camp, he kind of act as a clown
Clown. Okay.
to his to his boy. For example, if the soldiers was going to take the father to some other work, and he would say to his boy, say that, oh, let's do hide and seek and try if you can find me, and
Okay.
then and his boy will not be feel that he is living a miserable life, and he
Okay.
try his best to make his boy happy.
Okay.
And of course, that's the more latter part of the movie.
Yes.
And or in the former part, it's about how he met his wife, and of course, he's a person that is very optimistic.
Okay.
So he could make many surprises for his wife, and I think corresponds to the title of the movie, Life is Beautiful. Even when the situation goes very bad, and depends on people's minds and creativities. You could make life more beautiful.
More beautiful. It all depends on
And
how.
and
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
yeah, how people yeah um yeah, I think the movie, of course, is a little bit sad in the end,
Okay, a little bit sad in
but
the end. Okay.
but I don't. I think if you have not watched that movie, I won't talk too much. But it's
Okay.
but it still yeah, gives people a very good I think inspiration
Okay,
or
it's an
takeaway from the movie.
inspirational. It's very
Yes, I
inspirational,
would
right?
highly
Okay.
recommend the yeah, I would highly recommend the movie.
Okay, it's a very inspirational movie, right? Okay,
Yes.
highly recommend. I like that word. Okay, um, yeah, actually, it's somehow similar to a movie that I have watched before, but I just couldn't remember it. So, if just in case, I would highly recommend that too. I watched this, and then if you have time with Richard, you can watch it as well. It's also about
You mean
yeah,
you
it's
are going
also
to recommend me another one?
yeah, it's somehow the same, but it's another story that could be more than this movie. I'm sure of that.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, okay.
because
Mhm.
it's a very emotional um,
Mhm.
movie that you could ever watch. And then
Okay.
yeah, so I'll just send you the title if ever. I'll ask my wife later. I just forgot, or my mom.
Okay.
Okay, I just forgot the movie,
Okay,
but
I'll be waiting.
oh yeah, sure, sure. Yeah, it's really good. I can say that it could be more than this Life is Beautiful movie.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, let's
Anyways, thank
see.
you.
Yeah, this yeah, yoga. Maybe we could yeah,
We could
like
have
exchange
exchange movies
the
later.
experience of watching the movie.
Yeah, I think
I
it's another
haven't watched the
version.
movie for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, most of the movies I watched are in my high school age, in my high school period, I think.
Okay. In your high school.
Af yeah, and after I got married and had kids, I don't really have much time to watch a movie.
Okay. Yeah,
Mm.
because too much busy.
Yeah, and we need to, yeah, kind of, and when kids go to school, we need to work a little bit,
Okay.
and when they come back, then they have very high needs of you. Should I say that?
Yes.
They demand a lot of time from me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I don't really have time to watch a movie, or I would think it's a very uh, kind of yeah. If I because I still got lots of work to do, so
Yes.
I
Yes.
cannot
Exactly.
use
You can't
my
really
spare time
afford
to watch.
to
Maybe just
watch.
a short video. Short video clips would
Okay.
do,
But
but
on weekends.
longer. Yeah, but kids will still demand those weekends time from me.
Yeah, like go out.
Yeah, but they will not be able to watch a movie with you, of course. You cannot take them to a movie theater.
Oh yes. But anyways,
Mm.
if your children are with you, this movie is also can be also good for them.
Okay,
Yes.
I will try.
Okay. Oh,
But
yeah. By the way, before I forget, I just remembered the name of the movie.
oh, cool.
Yes.
Okay, what is it?
Okay. 7 pounds.
7 pounds?
Yes. The actor is Will Smith. You would know why the title is 7 pounds when you watched it. When you watch it.
Oh, really?
Yes. 7 pounds described the the weight of the emotion in the movie.
Mm.
So you would see
The weight
how,
of the
yeah, the weight. It means how much emotion is there in the movie.
mm.
So you would see that, you would feel that, and I'm not gonna tell more because you would enjoy if you wouldn't know anything.
Yeah, sure. Okay. I will definitely do that. Okay, thank you for your
Okay, yes,
recommendation.
you're welcome. Okay, let's have number two. But before that, I just heard a word. If the soldiers, so that's more than one. Instead of saying was, it should be
Yeah.
were. Were. I mean,
Okay,
okay, were. Yes. Okay. And then I've just noticed that your sentences are actually good when you change it into past and present. However, I advise you, if you are referring to past, let's say talking about a movie, telling about a story, telling about a situation, make it up that you used past tense.
Okay.
Okay, because that's how you will easily improve your basic grammar pattern. Like for example, here you said soldiers and then you said were, was.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, those are very minimal, simple corrections. However, if you get used to expressing your sentence in the past, if something is in the past, so please do that. Okay, and then if it's in the present,
Okay.
yeah, it's in the present. But anyways, no corrections on your present tense. It was fine. Okay.
Okay, no problem. So when we talk about movie, then we should use past tense
Yes, because that's how
because
you,
it's a story.
not only it's a story, but because that's how you would remind or keep reminding yourself that past tense of was is were, past tense of eat is ate, past tense of give is gave. So it automatically say, yeah, it's like a memory. Whenever you use most
Okay.
of past tense, they automatically be remembered in your mind. So even if you don't think of
Yeah.
them, like how I talk, it automatically, my brain or my mouth would automatically say, when I say soldiers, it will be were, but it's not gonna be was like that. Okay, so that's the practice,
Okay.
because what you feed in your brain is what will come out in your mouth. So the more you put more, the more you'll be able to make it perfect or make it stable. Okay.
Yeah. So would you recommend to like murmur to myself all the time that might improve the correct usage of the sentence?
Oh yeah, sure, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, regarding your sentence, Miss Jeanette, honestly, there's nothing wrong, which is serious. Okay, because you can talk spontaneously, you can have an exchange of ideas, and you could also speak out freely. So that's why my reminder will always be about your grammar when it comes to present, present tense. When it comes to past tense, past tense. And then if there's about more on future, then you can use future tense. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Okay, I'll just send you formula. No, not formula, but the pattern later on Skype. So that's also a reminder when to use. Isn't it? Do we have basic form, past form, and then we have past participle,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Okay.
Okay, so I will put,
Past participle.
yes, I will put there on how and when to use that depending on the sentence. Okay, like for example, um, eat, ate, and then what's next?
Eaten.
Yes, very good. Okay, so these are totally different from each other, and they are also totally different when you say them in sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So I will send you the pattern. Okay.
Okay. Thank
Yes.
you. That would be very helpful.
Yeah, and just remember when you use past participle, it's either you use has and have. Okay, it should be plus.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
plus
Yeah.
has and
Okay.
have. But
Mm.
depending on the
On
experience,
the
the experience that you are
mm-hmm.
referring to in the sentence, you cannot just say has and
Mm-hmm.
have if it doesn't describe that you have already experienced that. Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just send you there on Skype. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Next.
Okay, do you like to participate in a meeting?
Yep.
Mm, I I sometimes like to participate in a meaningful meeting.
Oh, meaningful meeting. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
And
Okay, please go ahead.
if the meeting is not really related to anything that I'm interested in,
Very good.
I probably wouldn't participate. Period.
Okay. I'll probably not participate.
Would
Yeah, you can say would, or you can just simply say not. I'll probably not
okay.
participate. Okay, because you
Okay.
would already say I will, right? Okay, I will probably or probably not participate. And then I probably, right? I probably would not participate. So both are just fine. Okay?
Okay.
So remember, sometimes we might not really notice it that we said I'll instead of I.
Mm.
So these are
Mm-hmm.
different from each other. So that's how you pay attention to your sentences. Okay. But I
Okay.
didn't say this is what you said, alright? But both sentences are right. So yours is I probably would not participate, and then you could also say I will probably not participate. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How about with your boss? If your
Okay.
boss is there, would you participate?
I if I have if I have something that I think could add to the conversation
Okay.
or the meeting,
Yes.
I would of course participate a little bit to show that I am
Interested.
I am
Or
interested or
it's your
is
response.
willing to cooperate
Yes.
or showing my
Participation
cooperate. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
or presence. Your presence is a must, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
Mm-hmm.
something that maybe because you would learn or important. It's important for you to know that you should be there, right? And so on. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most of my students, when I ask them this question, they answer no. If the boss is there.
Really?
No, I mean if the boss is around.
Oh,
They are afraid because
oh,
I've.
I thought boss. Sorry. Mm-hmm.
Yes, please go ahead.
I think you. Uh, I just thought that boss might be more impressed. I mean, if you have a very impressive opinion during the meeting.
Yes, but not all boss are the same.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know, they
So
would.
why they need to hold a meeting? If if there is a meeting hold if there is a meeting held, it means that something needs to be discussed,
Yeah, well,
and
they say
some
if they don't
mm,
have a choice, they will participate in a meeting. However, as much as possible, they don't want if the boss is around because they are shy, they are scared that the boss might ask them and they might not able to answer back like that. You know, the usual reasons. Okay, that's why they will, yes, but depending sometimes like that. Okay, they would rather ask their colleagues after the meeting instead of being nervous, anxious because the boss is around. Okay, maybe the boss is just strict. Okay, yes, alright. Okay, that's why it's I think it's my second time or first time to hear from you that um, as long as it has something to do and related to your job to help you out, that's just fine, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Jeanette, your voice got very low.
Oh, really? How about that?
Uh,
How
let,
about this?
okay, there, yeah. Okay, same. Thank
Okay.
you. Next, number three.
When is the best time? When is the best time to keep your thoughts to yourself in your workplace?
Yes.
Hmm. Mm, I think it's the time that uh, if 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 something is related to other people's interests and people are people have conflicts of interest about something
Okay.
and you don't really want to get involved,
Yes.
or we could say when it's about other people's business.
Business.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think when it's about I think when the topic or the issue is about other people's business, then I will keep my thoughts to myself.
Okay. And if it's necessary,
Yeah,
right?
if it
Necessary.
necessary.
Yes.
What do you mean?
About the answer, when is the best time to keep thoughts to yourself in your workplace if it's necessary?
If it's necessary?
Yes.
You
Necessary.
mean necessary to keep my thoughts to myself?
Yes, when it's needed.
Hmm.
Yeah, it
And
means.
my answer
Okay,
is
your answer is.
my answer is it's what is the best? I'm kind of confused with the question.
Okay,
In what situation?
it can be like
In
that.
what situation?
Yes, it can be
Okay.
like that.
So I would say when it's when the issue when the issues
Okay,
are about some other people's interests
interest, okay?
or are related to some other, yeah, and then I will keep my thoughts to myself.
To yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, okay. Okay.
I think that's my answer.
Yes, okay, good. Number four.
Okay. The fourth one, what do you think of colleagues who state their opinion most of the time?
Yes.
Uh,
How?
I think it depends on whether their opinion is uh, is
Acceptable.
really helpful or not.
Okay, or useful. But how about most of the time? Okay, please, you can put your answer if you want.
Yeah, because I think my voice probably is not very clear.
Oh, no, 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 I can hear
So
you well. It's
but
fine.
Oh, really?
Yes, I can
Okay.
hear you well.
Then I think that's my answer.
Okay,
If it's most of the time,
Yes.
I think still depends on the contents.
Okay.
Depends on the contents.
Yes. How about most of the time? Don't you feel irritated? Okay, please. You can put it.
Even if it's that you stay the opinion most of the time, I also if the content is helpful.
If the content is helpful. Okay.
Is helpful.
Okay, how about
Yeah, that's
okay. I am okay with that. Alright. Okay, because this question might mean about it's the what they call Mr. Know It All.
so it already has a negative implication.
No, I mean this question could mean about this person, Mr. and Mrs. Know It All,
Oh, okay.
because most of the time, right?
Mm.
So, if have you ever encountered Mr. and Mrs. Know It All?
Yeah, of course. Well, when for some senior colleagues, they will think, yeah, of course, they will have more experience sharing with other people.
Yes, but actually, those are still acceptable. However, when you say Mr. Know-It-All, sometimes or most of the time, even if they did not experience it, they just know it, they just heard it or hear it, they would share it to you.
Mm. Okay.
It's
Then
like
I think the chair of the meeting or the host should manage this type of situation, or
yes,
should lead the question or answer to other people
exactly.
that have not stated the opinion.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay, because in a workplace, for sure, there's always one person who is Mr. Know-It-All.
Really?
Yes, you know, they, even if you don't ask them, they answer.
Oh,
Even if
very
they,
talkative.
yes, even if they just heard you asking someone, they will approach you and then they would tell you, or they will answer your question like
Oh,
that. So these are the type of
okay.
people, alright, that we call Mr. and Mrs. Know-It-All. They are,
Okay.
yes, they are irritable. And,
Well, yeah. What's the difference between irritable and annoying?
sorry,
The difference between irritable
irritable.
and annoying.
When you say irritable, having or showing possibility or tendency
Okay.
to be
But not
easily
really.
annoyed. So you're not yet annoyed. You are just about.
Okay.
You're starting to get annoyed
Okay.
like that. Okay.
Okay.
And then the other one, annoyed.
Annoying. Okay.
Yeah. So annoyed is next to irritable. Okay. So it's just like you're being irritated because he's doing something. So you're showing
Okay.
being irritable. And then if he continues to do those irritable actions, then you'll feel annoyed. So that's the moment you will talk to him to stop.
Okay.
Okay? So irritable, you don't yet talking to that person. It's just you that you feel you want him to stop, but you will not approach him yet, like that. Okay? And then
So,
it gets,
how do I make a sentence with irritable that can fit the situation
okay, like
you
for
mentioned?
example, I feel irritable when she's talking on the phone so loud.
No. Or can I also say I feel annoyed when she talks on the phone so loud?
You can also say that, yes.
But
Depending
I
on
feel
the
that
emotion,
annoyed.
then you can continue. So I talked to him that day. Or
Oh.
so I asked her to talk in a lower voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm, can you type down the sentence you just said?
Oh yeah, yes, okay. Let me make another one. Okay. Okay, here. She was tired and irritable.
Oh, okay. I kind of got the idea.
Okay, and then when you say
She's
annoyed, yeah, she was annoyed.
she's not yet.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was annoyed.
by someone.
Yeah, by someone. Or she is annoyed with him. Okay, by someone. So we can just directly say with him.
Okay.
So even without telling or stating in the sentence that, for example, she was annoyed with him, so she talked to the person. So even without continuing that your sentence that way, you would see the difference. She was annoyed with him, so it means that she somehow actually approached the person already. Okay, because annoyed is
Yes.
another level. So even without saying anything next to the sentence, after the sentence, that's just fine. But you would see it as a whole in the sentence.
And so for the first sentence, she was tired and irritable means that she is not yet being irritated.
Yes, which means we are just still talking about she, the girl, who feels
Just the
tired,
status of.
yes, and irritable.
Okay.
And then this time the sentence said she was annoyed with him. So we're not really talking here about she, but we're talking about that she is now annoyed because of him. Okay?
Okay.
So even without saying so she talked to that person right away, right? You can put that way, but just by this sentence, you know what's happening because you used the word
Okay.
annoyed. Okay, so that's how then you describe it to your sentence.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, this makes it more clearer.
Yes, okay.
I always found clearer. Clearer is a little bit hard to say, right? Clear.
Yeah,
Clearer. Is that the correct way to say?
yeah,
Clearer.
clear. Yeah,
Okay.
R and L
So it's
words.
not more clear, right?
Oh yes,
But clearer.
yes. When you say when you say more clear, it's just the same as clearer. But if you say clearer, you don't have to say more because er there as comparative is more. So
So
that's
which one is more common?
well, it's not really about more common. It's how you don't commit mistakes. Okay, you can use
So
either way.
either
Yes, either way is fine. Okay, as long as you don't say
okay.
more clear or not clear like that. Okay, because we mostly tend to interchange, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why we should be more familiar when it comes to these or the usage of superlatives. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes. Okay. But if you ask me, I prefer to use the words with er.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And in our English courses, usually they say when an adjective is short,
Yes.
like only have one symbol,
Syllable.
one
Syllable.
syllable,
Yes.
one syllable, then you should use er
Yes.
at the end. However, I found it very hard to say clearer, so I just kind of and I think that according to my memories, I heard some people say more clear. So
Well,
I'm just
that's one reason. Yes, that's why either way.
okay.
Okay. Mine is because I just got used to putting EREST. And then I sometimes seldom or depending. It still depends. However, it's up to you. Which is easier for you to
Okay.
remember? Or which
Okay.
are you more using? Which one do you use more? Like that. Okay?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
As long as they are both correct, then
Yes,
I will
exactly.
be fine.
That's just fine. That's just
Okay.
very fine.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's just finish number 5.
Okay. Would you rather be quiet during a meeting or be active? I would rather be quiet
Because? Me
because
too.
more you, more you say, more mistake I might make.
Okay, yes. Or you can say, let's talk.
Less talk, less mistake.
Yes, exactly. Less talk, less mistake. Okay, yeah. So you are just being safe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I also do.
And for word, once you said it, it's hard to
Bring it back
get it back.
or get it back.
Bring it
Yes.
back.
Yes. Yeah, get it back
And
or
if
take
it's
it back.
in writing, take it back.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And in writing?
If it's in writing, then you will think more carefully before sending it out.
Okay. More
And
carefully.
therefore, less mistake
Nah. More carefully.
usually will be found in
More
the writing
carefully.
document.
Well, more carefully. Okay. Yes. And also because you are focused, you pay attention to what's really happening and what's the meeting all about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless you know all about the meeting, then that's just the time you sometimes ask or you become active.
Oh,
That's what I do.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, I give it up the first, I give it up to learn first, listen first, and then right after that, if I'm really sure, and if there is something that I'm not really sure, then that's how I ask, or when I ask.
Yeah, I think it's also the cultural differences.
Yes, exactly.
Because I saw some like Americans or Europeans, they tend to ask more, even they don't really familiar with even if they are not really familiar with the topic.
Topic.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's
But I found it the way they ask questions are pretty logic,
Logical.
and therefore sometimes, yeah, pretty logical, and sometimes can really help the meeting be more meaningful. And of course, it will sometimes make the speaker more, how to say, I mean, questions will make the speaker more into explaining more
Okay.
sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah. And be more willing to share more he knows.
Okay.
So I think asking questions is also very beneficial for a meeting.
Okay.
Even if the person asking the question is not really familiar or really knowledgeable of the particular issue.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. All right. That's right. Okay. So it only depends on how also you are familiar with what is being talked about in a meeting that you can be active. But
Yes.
if you are not familiar, you don't have you don't know anything about it, so we sometimes or mostly just keep quiet. Okay, that includes or that comes in less talk, less mistakes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So since our time is up, we'll just continue part two. So you can answer those in advance. You can put the answers and then um, try to use them in a sentence.
Okay.
Okay. Or let's say in our next class, after answering them, I will ask you to use them in a sentence. So that's your
Okay.
grammar
No
practice.
problem.
Okay. All right.
Mhm.
Please say hi to Richard because I
Richard?
think he was busy this morning.
Yes, he was.
Because he filed the class off, so I was not able to talk to him and have a class this
Yeah.
morning. So just say hi to him and have a great day.
Okay. Okay, you too. I will. Yes. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Have a nice day.
Okay. Oh, by the way, my birds had an egg this morning.
Oh, so
Yes.
the egg hatched already?
Not yet. About 21
Ah,
days. 18 to 21 days, depending on the fertility.
Oh,
Yeah, I think I
okay.
have two
Wow,
eggs now. They have, not me.
Oh.
Okay, they have.
Also,
Yes.
you need to help them take care of the eggs, I think.
Yes, but in terms of this situation, you shouldn't always go near
Of
them.
course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now, just to say. Okay.
Yeah, that's very anticipating. Yeah.
Okay. Don't forget about the movie
Okay.
if ever you have time.
Okay, sure. Thank you.
Okay. You're welcome. Have a great day, Miss Jeanette. Thank you. Good job.
You too. Bye.
Bye.